And hello, how are you doing on this Juneteenth? Hope you're enjoying the day. Thanks for streaming with us. We appreciate it. You know what? We're going to start off with a little hurricane weather. Of course, this is not the Atlantic basin, but the Eastern Pacific basin. We've got a hurricane that's making landfall. Hurricane Eric weakened quite a bit, was a 140, I believe got up to 145 mile per hour hurricane, which Category 4. It's now weakened. It's moved on shore. Now 85 miles per hour. Category 1 will continue to weaken and will dissipate tonight. They got quite a few mountains there in southern Mexico, but there are hurricane warnings in effect and affecting Acapulco and portions eastward from there. Some of this moisture may work up the spine of Mexico and end up in New Mexico and western Texas, but I don't think will be affecting us here in south central Texas. What we can expect here is partly cloudy skies, isolated showers, and when I show you my 14-day forecast, you're going to think that I just put some numbers up there, and because every day is almost going to be just identical. I think really for the rest of the month, temperatures lower to mid 90s, lows in the mid to upper 70s, 10% chance of a shower, give or take. And that's just the way it looks to me for the next couple of weeks. High temperatures today will reach about 93. Temperature right now, 84 degrees. Our low this morning was 77, and record low 59, record high 105, set back in 2023. All right, so here's what you can expect for the rest of the day today. Temperatures again topping out at around 93. It is humid out there, but the heat index, since the temperature is 93, I mean, usually the most you're ever going to get out of a heat index is plus 10. So I think our heat index will be around 100, maybe 101. And then as we head into this evening, if you have anything planned this evening, I think temperatures mainly in the 80s out there. We do have a few isolated showers. I put in a 10% chance for today. Current reading is 84. Hondo's coming in at 85. Hallettsville close to 90 at 89. Victoria about 89 degrees as well. And a few isolated showers. You can kind of see them there. We'll see the sea breeze kind of working in. I think the way it's going to work really for the next couple of weeks is the pattern is going to get a little bit more favorable for isolated to scattered showers in the afternoon. But high pressure is still going to be kind of in control. So we'll have to rely on daytime heating plus the sea breeze. So therefore, best chances for rain will be closer to the coast, and then later on in the afternoon, getting close to the I-35 corridor. And then if you live northwest of I-35 or northwest of Bexar County, I think your chances go down markedly from 10 to 20% down from there. I think that's pretty much going to be the case for the next couple of weeks, really. Taking a look at the temperature right now out there, we're at 84. Frontal boundaries way far to the north. Boy, that's a really nice outflow in a complex of storms there in Mississippi and Alabama. And then you can see what's happening down around South Padre Island, along the coastal sections, all through the coast, just dotted showers. And I think just about each and every day, that's the way the map is going to look. All right, let's take a look at the forecast for this afternoon across the nation. Man, has it been hot out at Phoenix and Las Vegas. If you have any relatives out there, they probably have told you, or if anybody's taken a visit out there. Matter of fact, you know that it's hot in the desert Southwest when Salt Lake City is hitting 101. So pretty hot out there. Phoenix 114 today, Las Vegas about 114 as well. Temperatures in the 90s through the Plain States. If you're taking a trip anywhere, let's say you're going eastbound towards the deep south, eastern part of the country, you'll have to dodge a few showers and some thunderstorms out in that direction. All right, here's the upper level pattern. The reason it's been really hot out west is they've been dealing with this upper level high. But as we head into the weekend, that high is going to transition more to the eastern part of the country. And we have this kind of a pattern where the high is just not right on top of us or not dominating. Usually you'll get some kind of disturbance or easterly wave underneath that high, or just a multi-level pattern of moisture and multi-levels. And so it looks like to me 10 to 20% chance, give or take. I think that's what we'll be looking at for the next several days into next week. And you notice from time to time there may be a little disturbance coming in, like you can see that little spin there in the atmosphere in the Gulf. coming in like early next week. On those days when something like that comes across, maybe in the wake of that, maybe a 20 to 30% chance, otherwise a 10 to 20% chance. And I just see no reason to really change that. I think the pattern's going to stay that way really through the end of the month. So temperatures today, we're going to top out in the lower 90s, around 93 degrees or so. And you can see just how spotted the showers are, just real spotty, real hit and miss. And then tomorrow we'll have mostly cloudy skies in the morning, kind of similar to what we had this morning. And then in the afternoon, this is very typical. Notice how the showers, they're more concentrated, or I would say more scattered, closer to the coast. The sea breeze works in, and then before the sea breeze just kind of works out of the way and just dissipates, late in the afternoon, maybe a 10 to 20% chance of rain. And that's very typical, and that's the way I see it. All right, so heat index values today I think will be really close to 100. Next several days close to 100. In the pollen count, we've got molds. Molds are heavy, 1,500 grains per cubic meter. And the aquifer, let's see, what do we got? 639.3, went down about a half a foot. And here's your 14-day forecast. Let's take a look at that. Like I said, pretty much the same each and every day. 93 today, 10% chance. Enjoy your Juneteenth. Tomorrow, first day of summer, 10% chance, 92. Over the weekend, 93 for a high, 10% chance. Next week, 92 to 94, low to mid 90s, a 10 to 20% chance of showers each and every day, the 28th, 29th, right through the first week of July. I just don't see any reason to change things very much. But you know, it's a good pattern for us because temperatures are seasonable. We don't have anything above 100. Like I said yesterday, we're not going to break any record highs. I don't see any record highs being broken until sometime in July maybe. And with this kind of a pattern, every week you'll pick up about a half an inch of rain. And so can't really complain about that very much at all. And I think that's the way it's going to work out. All right. Well, I appreciate you streaming with us. Make sure and go to KENS5.com, go to KENS Plus, and check out the programming there. And I'll be doing the noon show. Make sure and watch us 4, 5, 6, and 10. And tomorrow is Friday, so guess what? I will be back again tomorrow. All right, hope you have a great day today. And again, enjoy your Juneteenth, and we'll see you later.